I'm just someone trying to live a normal life. I was sitting on our couch, the evening quiet, the kind of silence that usually feels safe. The light from the street lamps filtered softly through the blinds, painting stripes across the carpet. We had been together for 3 years, or at least I thought we had. That night his phone buzzed. He left it on the table, carelessly, as always. I shouldn't have looked. I told myself I wouldn't, but curiosity slipped in, a tiny, uninvited shadow, and before I knew it, my thumb was hovering over the notification. I opened the messages. The words hit me like ice water. "I can't wait to see you again," one read. Another, "You mean more to me than anyone else ever has." My heart stuttered, disbelief clawing at me. I stared at the screen, trying to convince myself it was a mistake. Maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it wasn't real. But the timestamp, the familiar tone, the little emojis he used, everything confirmed it. He had been seeing her behind my back. Months of shared mornings, late-night talks, and inside jokes, every one of them suddenly felt like a lie. I felt frozen. My hands trembled, and a cold knot settled in my stomach. I paced the room, questions swirling like a storm. How long had it been going on? Was I just a convenience? Was any of it real? I felt dizzy with the weight of the truth, yet oddly detached, as if I were watching someone else's life unravel in front of me. I remembered the little things. Times he said he was busy but didn't explain. Nights he came home later than usual. The way his phone always seemed to have a screen I never saw. None of it made sense, until now. And suddenly, all those small doubts I had brushed aside returned with a force that left me breathless. I sank onto the couch, holding the phone as if it were a lifeline I didn't want to let go. The quiet of the apartment felt oppressive, heavy, like it was pressing down on me, trying to suffocate me with the weight of betrayal. When he came home, smiling and unaware, I held the phone in my hand. Every instinct screamed to confront him, to demand answers, but my voice failed me. We sat together on the couch, and I felt the secret burning inside me like a fire I couldn't put out. Finally, I whispered, "I saw your messages." His smile froze. The room seemed to shrink around us. He fumbled for words, eyes darting away from mine, hands twisting nervously. He tried to explain, to justify, but the words sounded hollow, even to him. The person I trusted most had been hiding an entire life from me. Time seemed to stretch. I felt both everything and nothing at once. The pain, the shock, the disbelief, the longing for it to all be a nightmare. And yet the truth sat there between us, cold and undeniable. I left that night. I didn't yell. I didn't plead. I just walked out, each step heavier than the last. The apartment felt too small, too familiar, too full of echoes of things I thought I knew. I lost more than just him. I lost the sense of safety I had built, the innocence of trust, the quiet confidence in my own judgment. Everything familiar became fragile, like glass ready to shatter at the slightest touch. I spent hours wandering the streets afterward, letting the night absorb my anger and sorrow. Every sound, the distant honk of a car, the rustle of leaves, seemed amplified, sharper. I kept thinking about the smiles, the laughter, the promises. and how easily they had been replaced by deception. Weeks later, I still replay that moment in my head. The glow of the screen, the words I never wanted to read. I've learned to live with the weight of knowing, the quiet shiver that comes when trust is broken. I notice the small things now, the way I check my phone, the way I measure my trust. I realize some secrets don't disappear, and some truths don't fade. They simply exist, waiting to be acknowledged. If this story felt familiar, there are more like it here.